This is the Revopoint scanner. I thought I was going to do a review of this, and I guess I technically am doing a review of this. I think I could sum this all up in one phrase. How patient are you? Okay. Now this thing can be used in USB mode, but I found USB mode to be finicky and unreliable. So it's best to run it in Wi-Fi mode. Interesting about the Wi-Fi mode is if you set it up properly, you can have it log into your router, which is like the best way of using this. Then you can use any computer in your place or even your cell phone to access it wirelessly over your network. Now, what I'm going to need in order to really make that work is a battery pack. This is one I picked up online for about $30. They sell one that's $70, which is slightly better than this, but I don't want to spend that much money because I'm cheap. If you're buying this, it's probably because you're not made of money. Let's see. Get that on there. As you can see, plugged into the USB. It comes with a cable capable of either using USB-C or regular USB. So you don't have to worry about picking up cables for this thing. And you see the little blinky light on the back. Green is supposed to be USB, and blue is supposed to be the network. But the network takes a while to hook up. See? It tends to blink back and forth for a little while before it actually connects to the network and is accessible. Let's see this on the computer. Alright, here's the device all set up and connected to my network. You can see in this corner over here is the video output, where you can capture the texture map. Over here is the actual depth map, where it starts capturing polygons. And of course, over here, preview. Alright, let's make a pose here. Go to the play thing. Usually this is set to a 3 count, but I set it to 1. And, let's see. Strike a pose. Yeah. I'm going to not move any part of my face. Alright, so there's some tracking. I gotta keep my face steady. Alright. That's got the point cloud. Stop the capture and tell it to complete. If you press pause, it will just pause. You actually want to stop it. So it first fuses the point cloud. Alright. Not a terrible scan. And then we go over here to the mesh button. Turn this into an actual polygonal structure. This part can take a little while. I find that if you don't capture what you want within the first 200 frames, you probably won't. This device loses its tracking all of the time. You only saw it lose tracking for a second, but when you're trying to scan a whole thing like this, it can lose tracking quite often. And here's where the patience comes in. As you can see, it seemed like a good scan at the time, but I have huge holes all over my face. Now I could go into the 3D editing program, like say sculpt mode in Blender, and get rid of those. But it's got all kinds of other problems. My teeth, for instance, aren't broken. So, like I was saying, you want to have a lot of patience. Alright, is this thing still connected? Let's try a fresh scan. This thing is always saving files. Its folder, which is under user, your username, and handy scans, you will find this folder chock full of every single scan you ever made, even if almost all of your scans are garbage and you don't want them. It just stores everything. So, get ready to have a lot of junk to clean up later. Alright, let's fresh scan. First you have to go over here, brand new folder. Let's see, did that work? No. Looks like the app crashed. Great. All right, I'll try to fix that. Back in a second. All right, we're back. I had to restart the software. I had to reboot the Revopoint. But everything is back in operation. Let's try making yet another scan. First we go over here. Start a brand new folder. Set up for face. Not even going to bother with color because all I'm interested in is things I can 3D print. Alright. Let's try making a funny face. I don't know if I can hold that. You know, I'll give it a try. I'm not always able to hold this all the way. Okay, holding my fish. Nice and steady. Oh my gosh, doing the DT thing again. Whoa, alright. Let's see if we got it good. Stop the scan. Tell it to complete the point fusing. Kind of looks messy. Well, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. But we still only have point clouds. First, we also got to turn this into a mesh, an actual polygonal structure. We'll definitely fuse the eyeballs and the teeth and stuff. And we'll finally get a sense of whether or not this is a good scan. Ooh. You know, I think we got a keeper here. It's a little patchy here and there, but my teeth don't look broken. I was able to hold my face relatively steady. Boy, it'll catch those little ticks when you try to hold an extreme facial pose. This is not too bad. This is money. This is what you were looking for. And this is why you would pick up this thing, because you can get pretty good scans for about $500 or $600. And the only way to get a better scanner, the next step up is about, what, 5,000? So overall, it's not the worst thing in the world. It just requires patience. A lot of patience. Way too much patience. But if you're willing to put in the time and effort, you will get good scans out of this software. Now let's actually save this, because it does not save usable files by default. Let's see, what is this? Crazy one-eyed face. I find OBJs to be a good format to save in. Very compatible. Alright. So, I would recommend this if you really want to get scans and you really don't have $5,000. If you have the extra money, by God, get yourself a better scanner. And if you don't have $500, you're going to be stuck on like Connect, an Xbox Connect or something, which gets far worse scans than this. Alright, that's all the information I got on it. Thus ends my review.